Friends, which famous actor did plastic surgery, then regretted that plastic surgery, and then kept getting more to cover it up? Keep watching to find out. Well, it's always super cringeworthy to see the massive changes that take place within the actors we love. So today we're going to be talking about 10 actors who turned into monsters. Whew! Before we dive in and discuss, go ahead and click subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you'll never miss out on our future videos. And give this video a thumbs up if your favorite actor ended up turning into a total monster. Here we go! Number 10. The Olsen Twins. You got it, dude. I mean, whose heart didn't melt watching the twins switch off playing Michelle Tanner in Full House? The twins were absolutely adorable, and as they got older as well, we saw them in a bunch of feature films together. But as they got older, they also must have gotten tired of doing everything together, so they actually got plastic surgery to try and look more different. But whatever their plastic surgeons did to them made them totally unrecognizable, and were confused why they didn't just stay the way they originally were.
Next.
Number 9. Nick Nolte. Okay, obviously time ages people, duh. But actor Nick Nolte just doesn't seem to be aging well like fine wine. There have been multiple rumors about the actor regarding his addictions with substance and alcohol abuse, and we're thinking that maybe might lend itself to how he sometimes looks pretty haggard. Nolte is still a working actor in Hollywood, so clearly his looks matter less than his skill, but it's like one second he's all cleaned up and the next second? Yikes, who even is that? Number 8. Melanie Griffith. Known for being a total bombshell earlier in her career for her roles in major films, Melanie Griffith was well known for her stunning looks and was even married to Antonio Banderas a few decades ago. But over time, she definitely got more and more plastic surgery on her face, some of which she completely regretted, so she got even more plastic surgery to try and cover up the earlier mistakes. Like we said at the beginning, those regrets would definitely cost her. Well, it's very hard to reverse that kind of thing, and the before and after surgery photos have not been kind on Melanie Griffith. Number 7. Matthew Perry. Who doesn't love Chandler from Friends? I mean, he graced us with his talent and hilarious persona for a good 10 years.
Guess what happened at work today?
A dinosaur died 1,000,000 years ago?
Well, friends, Matthew Perry's light humor definitely didn't work as an anti-aging agent. Say that 10 times fast. Whenever there's a Friends reunion, the actor just seems to bring a very gruff persona to the table. Like he just doesn't have that same charm we remember him by, and we're not sure whether that's due to time elapsing or something else going on under the surface. I mean, he definitely still had and continues to earn acting roles, but also struggled with his weight along the way and grew a beard that we don't really understand. Number 6. Courtney Cox. Okay, how can we talk about Chandler and not talk about Monica? Courtney Cox totally stole our hearts as the super uptight, dorky, very talented chef who was the glue of the friend group. Well, while Friends itself was filming, she had started to receive plastic surgery treatments, and over the years, she just got more and more. While on her show Cougar Town, you could barely recognize her face since her cheeks had sunken in so far and her lips seemed like they belonged to a completely different person. Well, regardless, she's definitely not the Courtney Cox we remember as Monica.
Okay, listen, I know that you're having a little bit of a family crisis, but you don't have to take it out on the plates.
Friends, tell us, what do you think about Courtney Cox now versus then? Definitely let us know in the comments. Number 5. Angelica Houston. Best known for playing the sleek and gothic Morticia Addams in the Addams Family movie and several other prominent roles over a few decades, Angelica Houston has done some amazing work in her acting roles. Unfortunately, several plastic surgeries have turned her from her original self to someone who looks completely different, so we're not really sure what keeps prompting the decision to make changes. She already had that perfect gaunt look to play someone like Morticia, and her look already worked for various acting roles, but the surgeries kept coming. Well, we're glad to see that at least she's continuing to get work. Number 4. Courtney Love. Courtney Love was known for being married to Kurt Cobain and also a working actress in her own right. Well, she has gone under the knife on multiple occasions to quite possibly reverse the signs of aging or maybe to just get a different look. But she definitely doesn't look the same as the person in her earlier photos and videos. Well, even though her acting career thrived more after Kurt Cobain's death, it just seems like her doing all that surgery to her face was an attempt to distance herself from the person she once was, and potentially trying to move towards the person she wanted to be. Number 3. Macaulay Culkin. Of course, the absolutely adorable kid from the Home Alone franchise, Macaulay Culkin, stole our hearts.
Hello.
And many people have a tradition of watching the films he was in every year around the holidays. Unfortunately, time has been far from kind to Culkin. I mean, it gave us a fright when we saw him in his current state, since he gave us zero reminders of the child actor who had so many notable film roles. When he re-emerged after taking a quick hiatus, he looked like he had aged way more than others his age, and we imagined there had been some drugs or other substances involved. Well, since then, he seems to be on a better track, since that initial drawn look on his face has started to go away and he's looking healthier. But geez, he looked rough there for a while. Number 2, Val Kilmer. Okay, honestly, Val Kilmer was once a super hot heartthrob. Like, people everywhere melted for him and he captured the hearts of many. Well, although he looked really, really good in his various acting roles, when we compare a picture of him now compared to who he once was, we literally can't find the resemblance. I mean, he looks like an absolutely different person. What is up with that? Well, for one thing, he used to be blonde, but he looks more brunette now, and everything about the features of his face just looked very different. And we don't think it's because he aged or gained weight or anything like that. There have definitely been some rumors that he underwent some plastic surgery, so it's not surprising that he now looks pretty different than how he initially looked back in the day. Number 1, Suzanne Summers. She played major roles in 2 seriously major sitcoms of the 80s and 90s, Three's Company and Step by Step. She was absolutely brilliant in both of these roles, especially playing the archetype of the blonde in Three's Company who wasn't exactly the brightest bulb, but adorable and fun and a great friend regardless. She was literally the go-to actress in those decades and super popular and super beloved across generations. Well, she stopped acting in the early 2000s, but she still remains on people's radars since, well, she was so insanely popular. And it quickly became apparent that in the meantime, she had gotten some plastic surgery done, which is an understatement. You can tell almost immediately from the way her lips look, then her cheeks, her eyes, you name it. Although I will still say she's recognizable as Suzanne Summers, it's clear that she's gotten multiple surgeries that have significantly altered her original look. Well, friends, there you have it. 10 actors who made some questionable choices and turned into monsters. Tell us, what do you think about the actors we included here, and do you know of other actors who made transformations that gave you a fright? Leave us a comment below. As usual, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell as we bring you more juicy info, gossip, and speculation about the shows and stars you know and love.
The reason we didn't tell anyone was because we didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
But it is a big deal!
Until next time.